God says it's an emergency. Big tragedy is coming your way. Don't delay anymore. This message will vanish in 35 seconds. Open this message quickly or you'll cry desperately. Child, listen. This is not a moment to scroll past or to brush off as another message in the noise. I, the Lord your God, am speaking. Something is moving in the unseen. A storm is coming, the kind that doesn't knock first, breaking what you thought was secure. If you keep ignoring the signs, if you delay even a little longer, it may be too late. This is a divine interruption. I've stopped time for you because something precious is about to slip through your hands if you don't act now. Watch this through, or you may regret missing what I've been urgently trying to get your heart to hear. Comment amen. Child, I want you to slow down and truly hear me because what I am saying is filled with love, protection, and warning. If you feel this stirring deep inside your chest, there is an emergency in your spiritual realm. Something has been shifting around you, and even though you didn't fully understand it, you sense the tension rising. A shaking has already begun. The enemy has been placing things in your path, arranging traps that look small on the surface, but hold the power to break something important in your life. He has been trying to sneak in quietly, using distraction and exhaustion pull you away from what strengthens you. He has been preparing a tragedy that hides under the appearance of coincidence, but I have been watching you closely, and I refuse to let this destruction reach you without giving you a warning so clear that even your overwhelmed heart can understand it. I am stepping in with urgency. I am stepping in with force. That pain you've been carrying, that confusion about why everything has been falling apart at the same time, that sense of heaviness that feels bigger than your circumstances, it's because something dark was already scheduled to try to enter your life. But I stopped it before it could break you. You're not listening to this by accident. You're not reading these words by luck. I am reaching for you before the enemy reaches what he's been aiming for. I need you to understand this right now with clarity. What's ahead has the potential to either break you or bless you depending on how you respond in this moment. You are standing at a spiritual intersection. One path leads to heartbreak you don't need to walk through, and another leads to healing you have been praying for. One turn leads to losing something that matters to you, and the other leads to receiving more than you imagined. But you cannot walk both paths. You must choose now. You must respond now. This is not the time for delay. This message is not just a warning. It is also a lifeline. Hold on, because you have felt everything tightening around you. You've felt the anxiety creeping in at night, and no matter how many times you tried to brush it off, it kept coming back. You felt tension in your chest you couldn't fully explain. You've had strange restlessness follow you through the day. You've had dreams that felt too real to ignore. You've had moments where you paused and felt that something was off even when you couldn't point to a reason. That was not random. That was me alerting your spirit. I've been sounding alarms within you. I've been tapping your heart. I've been whispering in your ear. I've been stirring your soul so you would not walk blindly. You have been under spiritual attack, and you didn't even understand how deep it went. What you called confusion, I call warfare. But child, you are not defenseless. I am your shield. I am the one who stands between you and what meant to destroy you. Comment 1111 if you believe that I, the Lord, am your protection. Listen closely. There are people in your life right now who are not sent by me. They were planted by darkness to pull you off the path of your calling. There are situations coming that will look like blessings, but they are distractions meant to drain your strength and dull your discernment. Do not move without my voice leading you. You are my child, chosen and deeply loved. But even chosen people walk into unnecessary pain when they ignore the voice that calls them out of danger. What is ahead is urgent. You're not imagining the pressure you feel. That tension in your spirit is real. That heaviness is my warning, not fear. Fear paralyzes, but I am calling you to move in faith. I am asking you to trust what I am showing you. You must understand something else. The enemy doesn't attack what doesn't threaten him. The reason he is after you so fiercely is because he sees the progress you've been making. He sees the quiet ways you've been trying to grow. He sees the favor that surrounds you even when you feel unworthy. He knows your breakthrough is near. He knows something good is forming around you. That's why he has launched this ambush, but I am intercepting it with these words to you. Your future is in my hands, but I need you to stay under my covering. I won't force you. If you let this moment pass without taking it seriously, if you walk away unchanged and return to old habits, your protection weakens, not because I stop loving you, but because you step away from where my covering is strongest. I am not calling you to fear, I am calling you to awareness. You've trusted me before, now I need you to trust me again. Things are about to shift quickly in your life. What looked secure may shake. What looked impossible may suddenly open. But these changes will only work for your good if you remain close to me. This is not the time to go numb. This is the time to wake up your spirit. I am giving you this message as a direct signal. Those who ignore it will walk blindly into what comes next, but those who listen will walk with clarity, peace, and strength, even when the world feels chaotic. This message will not stay forever. You may not receive another message like this before the next wave arrives. This is not meant to scare you, it is meant to save you. You've been praying for protection, for clarity, for breakthrough. This is part of the answer you asked for. I am revealing the danger before it hits so that when others fall, you will stand. When others panic, you will remain still, not because you are stronger, but because you trusted the one who sees the end from the beginning. There is an urgency for you to return to me with your whole heart. No more halfway prayers. No more treating my presence like an afterthought or a backup option. You are not safe in plans you make without me. You are not safe relying on your own understanding. But under my wing, you are sheltered. Under my hand, you are secure. I go before you, fighting battles you never see. But I need your attention. I need your heart. I need your surrender. If this message has reached you, it's because the enemy's next move has already started forming. But I am ahead of it. Nothing surprises me. What was meant to take you out will turn into something that lifts you higher if you stay connected to me. I will use what was sent to destroy you to prepare you for glory. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. But you must not delay. Tragedy is not your destiny. Obedience is your shield. And yes, child, I need you to like this video right now. Not for attention, but so others can be warned and saved by the same message you are hearing. That simple action may reach someone who needs it more than you know. You are part of something bigger. The warfare around your life is proof of your value. That dark cloud you felt, that strange tension, those unexpected doors closing suddenly, they were not signs of your failure but of my protection. I blocked things to protect you. I shut paths because they were traps. You cried over what you didn't understand, but I was saving you from something deeper. Now I need you to rise with new awareness. I need you to open your eyes fully. I need you to follow my lead without hesitation. I did not bring you this far to abandon you, but I will not allow you to walk into danger you were not built to endure. The heaviness you feel isn't just emotion. It's the weight of something trying to break into your life. The enemy has been whispering lies, trying to wear you down slowly, but my truth speaks louder. I said I would be with you in the fire, and I am. But this time, I need you to let go of what has weakened your grip on me. I have seen the distractions pulling at you. I have seen the cycles that tried to trap you. I have seen you almost give up. Comment 22 if you still trust me, even with what you don't understand. Don't wait for tragedy to teach you what obedience could prevent. Some of the heartbreak you've already faced was not punishment. It was a wake-up call. I removed things that were never meant to stay. I separated you from people who carried spiritual weight that could have crushed you. You cried, but I caught every tear. What I removed was never meant to be permanent in your life. What's coming next is greater, but it requires more from you now. I need your heart clear. I need your spirit alert. I need your ears open. This is one of those moments where delay becomes disobedience. If you try to go back to how things were before you heard my voice, you will step into a storm you are not covered for. But if you stay close to me, if you move with me, I will place a covering of favor over you so strong that even your enemies will wonder how you keep standing. I will open doors. I will make a way. But I will not bless plans that remove me from the center. And remember this. This is not only about you. The enemy has targeted your mind because he fears your influence. He fears what will happen when you fully awaken. He fears the impact of your obedience. You are a carrier of light. You are a threat to darkness. That's why the pressure has been so heavy. That's why the warfare increased. But I have never taken my eyes off you. Even when you felt empty, I was surrounding you. My protection doesn't always feel comfortable. Sometimes it feels like delay. Sometimes it feels like silence. But I have never left you. You have been wondering why things didn't work the way you imagined. But child, I am not building what you imagined. I am building what I promised. My plans don't just bless you. They protect you. That's why relationships not rooted in me fell apart. That's why the doors that weren't anointed stayed shut. You thought it was rejection, but it was redirection. You thought it was loss, but it was my love in disguise. I need you to lean into me like never before. Stop running back to familiar places that made you weak. Stop filling the silence with noise. This is the season where you learn to recognize my voice, even when it's quiet. The enemy shouts to confuse. I whisper to guide. You've been praying for answers, but answers come through alignment. You must align your heart with mine. That is where clarity lives. That is where peace flows. That is where tragedy gets stopped before it forms. Even now you are protected. Even now my angels surround you. Even now I am blocking what you'll never know tried to come for you. I am the one who wakes you in the night when your spirit senses danger. I am the one who closed the deal that wasn't from me. I am the one who cut the connection that drained your soul. You're not unlucky. You're loved. You're not forgotten. You're covered. And yes, you're not too late. But you must not wait any longer. There are blessings already waiting for you. Blessings that were designed specifically for your life. Blessings that move when you say yes with your whole heart. There are miracles lined up behind the moments you surrender. Miracles that begin to unfold the second you stop holding back and trust me fully. There is provision already assigned to your name, assigned long before you even prayed for it. But none of it can come alive until you give me more than just a quick yes or an emotional yes. I am asking for the kind of yes that stays steady even when life feels confusing. The kind of yes that whispers, God, I will keep walking even when I don't see the end. I will trust you even when it requires sacrifice. That is the kind of faith that shakes darkness and breaks cycles. The kind that pushes back every plan sent to stop you. That is the kind of trust that opens the way for breakthrough. And that is what I am calling you into right now, in this moment, without delay. Comment 333 to declare that your faith is still alive and active. The time is moving quickly, not because I want you frightened, but because I want you prepared. Everything around you is shifting. The world looks uncertain. Many people are falling into fear, confusion, and heaviness. But I want you standing in a peace that comes from my presence, a peace that stays steady even when nothing around you makes sense, a peace that becomes a sign to others that my hand is on your life. I want you to carry light into places where darkness thought it had already won. I want your life to shine with protection, favor, and the power of divine turnaround. But for that to happen, I need your focus. I need your heart awake. I need your surrender so I can guide your steps clearly. The danger is not that you fall. The danger is that you drift, that you go numb, that you become spiritually asleep while still standing. The enemy isn't always loud. Sometimes he works quietly, slipping in through normal moments, building storms in the background so that by the time you recognize them, they feel overwhelming. That is why I had to interrupt you today. That is why this message needed to reach you. I needed to break through the noise and get your attention. This is your wake-up call. And child, I need you to feel the weight of it, not so that you fear, but so that you stay protected. You have come too far, survived too much, grown too deeply to let one wrong decision pull you into a place you were never meant to enter again. Now, could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There are conversations happening behind your back that I've already shut down. There are plans forming against you that I've already scattered before they had a chance to touch you. You don't even realize how many times I've protected you while you were unaware. While you were driving, I blocked an accident. While you were trusting the wrong people, I exposed the truth. While you were about to walk into spiritual harm, I caused things to fall apart so you wouldn't fall into a trap. That is who I am. I rescue before the fall, but I also ask you to stay close even when the path doesn't make sense to you. Comment 555 if you believe I've saved you more times than you know. Let me show you something important. There is a blessing waiting on the other side of your obedience. A blessing not only for you, but for your family, your household, your legacy. The enemy saw the impact of your yes. He saw the chain reaction it would cause. That is why he tried to exhaust you, confuse you, make you doubt yourself, make you step back from the progress you are making. But listen closely now. You are closer than you've ever been. You are one obedient step away from the break, through you have prayed about silently, the one you've cried for when nobody else knew. That is why I say it again with love and urgency. Do not delay. Do not ignore this moment. You have ignored nudges before and felt the regret. You have brushed off warnings before and entered valleys that were never meant for you. But even then, I didn't leave. I picked you up. I guided you. I brought you right back here. I am giving you another chance, not because you earned it, but because my mercy is deeper than your failures, and my grace is wider than your mistakes. My grace is not running out, but the window of protection over this specific situation is narrow, and it requires movement on your part. You may be wondering what the tragedy is. You may not see anything obvious, but that does not mean nothing is happening. Tragedy is not always something large and dramatic. Sometimes it is the quiet kind, the kind that drains your joy slowly, the kind that twists your thinking, the kind that damages relationships, the kind that delays your future without you even noticing. That is the tragedy I am protecting you from, that subtle, creeping kind, and it has already been trying to find a way into your life. You have felt it in the sudden heaviness for no reason, the return of old thoughts and patterns, the strange conflicts that came out of nowhere, the tiredness that doesn't match your day. That is not random. That is spiritual warfare, but hear this with assurance. You are not helpless. My name still holds power. My presence still drives darkness away. My word still cuts through every lie. I am not asking you to battle this alone. I am asking you to stay near me so that what tried to weaken you cannot survive. When you stay close, the thing that tried to break you must fall. The thing that tried to delay you must move out of the way. And the thing that tried to steal from you will be forced to return more than it took, because my word promises that what the enemy steals must be restored sevenfold, and I do not lie. Some of you feel like you're already in the center of tragedy. You think, God, the worst already happened. But no, child, if you are still breathing, the worst did not win. I do not just warn, I rebuild. I do not just block danger, I create beauty from what was wounded. You think you've lost too much, but I see fresh foundation. You think it's finished, but I see a beginning. You think you've failed too often, but I see someone I can still use powerfully. You think you're too broken, but I see oil ready to pour from you because crushed things carry the richest anointing. This next chapter cannot be led by your emotions. It must be led by faith. Your feelings are loud, but they are not accurate. They will say, God has left. They will say, you're not enough. But your spirit knows that my voice is reaching you even now. You have always known me. Even in your wandering, you were still mine. That is why your heart responds to these words. That is why you feel the pull. I will not let you drift away without giving you one more call. Comment 1-2-1-2 to say, God, I'm ready to obey. Let me speak gently to the fear inside you. That lingering fear, the one whispering, what if something bad happens? That voice is not from me. I do not give fear. I give peace. I give clarity. I give a sound mind. You have been frozen by the thought that tragedy is near. But if you stay with me, it will not touch you. The storm may pass by, but it will pass over you. Not because you are perfect, but because you are covered. Because my hand is over your home. Because your obedience positions you in a place where danger cannot reach. There will be people you need to step away from. Opportunities that look promising but are not from me. Plans that seem right but must be surrendered because they were never mine. Obedience may feel costly, but it never leaves you empty. I never take without giving more. I never ask you to surrender something unless I have something greater prepared. You've been carrying burdens that were never meant for you. You've been hiding your pain behind strength. But I see deeper than the surface. I see the questions you think late at night. I see how you doubted because the healing took longer than you hoped. I see how you wondered if I forgot you, but I never have. I've been listening to every cry, watching every step, counting every tear, and I need you to understand that this delay is not denial, it is preparation. Comment 777 if you believe your delay is part of God's divine setup. Let me speak to you about the heaviness you've felt. Some of it is not even yours. You have carried emotions that belong to others. You've held guilt I already forgave. You've held shame that was never yours. You've stayed quiet so no one would worry, but I never asked you to hide your hurt. I've been waiting for you to hand it to me. I've been waiting for you to stop surviving and start trusting. This is not the season to carry everything alone. This is the season to let me lift what has been crushing you. Why did 583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. There is a reason the pressure increased when it did. The enemy always turns up the heat right before the shift. He saw what was about to open for you and tried to shut it down early, but I stepped in. I held back the full force of what was planned. You felt the shaking, but it did not break you. And now you are closer to your turning point than ever before. A divine reversal is on its way. The very thing that was meant to break you will end up blessing you. The very person who rejected you will watch you rise. The season that drained you will become the soil where your testimony grows. Some of you are asking, God, why am I still under attack when I'm trying to do the right thing? Hear me clearly. Obedience does not eliminate opposition. Obedience often attracts it, but obedience guarantees my presence. I never promised a life without storms. I promised victory in them, and child, you are not fighting alone. You are surrounded by my spirit. You are shielded by my promise, and you are armed with purpose that no force of darkness can cancel. The warfare is intense because the calling on your life is intense. You're not just being positioned for personal gain. You're being prepared to carry something for others. You are not just meant to survive. You are meant to lead, to build, to heal, and to shine. That's why you faced what others didn't. That's why your path felt longer, heavier, and more confusing than you ever expected. Because what I'm preparing you for isn't small, and it isn't something that shallow roots can hold. It requires a deeper foundation, a stronger inner strength, and a clearer voice that comes from walking through seasons that pushed you, stretched you, and shaped you in ways you didn't fully understand at the time. Your journey has been the training ground for the life I'm guiding you into. Comment 999. If you trust God's process, even when it hurts and even when it feels slow, know that this is not the end for you. I don't care what the situation looks like in front of you or what people have said about your future. I don't care what the enemy tried to convince you of or what you think you've already lost. I am still the God of resurrection. I don't just fix broken things. I breathe life back into them. I don't just restore what was taken. I make it new, fresh, and overflowing in ways you never imagined. I am not limited by your past, your age, your mistakes, your fears, or the places where you feel unqualified. I am still the God who parts seas, who heals wounds, who breaks chains, who opens doors even when every path seems blocked. And I am getting ready to prove that in your life, what's coming next will not make sense to human logic. It won't be something you can explain or something you can say you made happen by strategy or strength. It will be something only I could have done, and when it arrives, it will leave no room for doubt. It will be clear that it was my hand on your life from beginning to end. But this next move requires surrender, full surrender, not just in your emotions or in your words, but in your thoughts, your plans, and your daily choices. Not just in moments when you feel spiritual, but in private moments when fear tries to speak louder than your faith. I'm asking you to trust me in a deeper way than you ever have before, because what is waiting on the other side of your obedience is a miracle so personal and so perfectly timed that it will silence every fear, every doubt, and every question you ever had about whether I was with you. I have always been with you. In the confusion, in the silence, in the waiting, in the moments when tears felt like your only companion. I never left. You thought I was quiet because I wasn't moving, but the truth is I was moving in ways you couldn't see. I was working behind the scenes, preparing things you didn't even know you needed. I was aligning hearts, shifting environments, rearranging situations, releasing provision, and blocking distractions that would have slowed you down. I was protecting you from things that looked harmless but carried danger you didn't recognize. You don't need to see every detail right now. You just need to keep walking with me, step by step, day by day, moment by moment. Soon you will look back and realize it was me the whole time. Do not lose hope. Hope is what keeps your heart alive. Hope is what keeps your spirit open. Do not let fear choke your faith. Do not let delay destroy your devotion. There is a suddenly coming your way, and when it appears, it will be fast and clear and undeniable. But that moment will only come to those who stayed faithful, who stayed aware, who stayed spiritually awake, who listened even when others ignored my voice. That's why I've been stirring your heart. That's why your spirit keeps waking up. That's why you're still listening now, because you are one of the ones who haven't given up. You are part of the remnant, the chosen ones, the ones who still believe even when they're tired. So take this moment seriously. Speak to your fear and tell it to leave your mind. Speak to your doubt and tell it to be quiet. Open your heart again. Choose to trust me again. Walk forward again, because I am not finished writing your story. The enemy wanted to end your story in this chapter, but I am simply turning the page. There is more coming, so much more, and it starts with you saying yes, again, fully and completely. You are not forgotten. You are not unseen. You are not abandoned. You are mine. You were mine when you felt strong and confident. You are still mine when you feel weak and uncertain. I do not choose you based on how perfect your performance has been. I choose you because of who I created you to be. You were designed with purpose, shaped with intention, formed with meaning, and the plan I created for you is not canceled just because your journey has taken unexpected turns. In fact, many of the detours you experienced were my hand protecting you from places that would have harmed you or seasons that would have drained you. Comment 110. If you believe God's plan is still alive over your life, then keep holding on. I know it's been hard. I know your heart feels tired, but this is not the time to give up. This is the time to cling to me tighter than ever before, because what's coming next will require your full focus and your full attention. You cannot enter the next season carrying the weight of the last one. You must let go of what I've asked you to release. That means letting go of old shame, old fear, old hurt, and old beliefs that said you're not enough. You were never meant to carry all that. You were only meant to carry faith. The enemy wants you to believe you're running out of time, that the opportunity already passed, that the damage is too deep to be fixed, that the chance is gone. But I do not operate on human deadlines. I do not bless according to age, qualifications, or timelines created by fear. I move according to purpose, and your purpose is still active. The doors I open are still ahead of you. The miracles I promised are still alive. The restoration I've spoken over your life is already unfolding behind the scenes. But you must believe me more than you believe the lies. Could a 9 word ritual really be your key to financial freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9 word prayer has helped over 19-0. 0 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Let me remind you, I am not just a God of warnings. I am a God of wonders. I have warned you because the enemy has planned trouble, but I have also prepared miracles. I've been setting things in motion that you haven't seen yet. While you were fighting your battles, I was building your blessings. While you were surviving pressure, I was shaping your breakthrough. You will not come out of this empty. You will not come out of this broken beyond repair. You will come out stronger, wiser, steadier, and more anointed than ever before. You've questioned me. You've cried, God, why is this taking so long? But the wait was not wasted. Every moment of waiting was a moment of preparation. You didn't see the movement, but I was preparing hearts, rearranging connections, removing people who didn't belong, softening places that were hard, and clearing the way for what's coming. What's forming now couldn't have happened if I answered you sooner. You would have walked into something before you were ready, but I've been growing your roots in private so you can carry fruit in public. Comment 1515. If you believe the wait is part of the blessing, listen carefully. Protect your atmosphere. Watch who you allow close. Not everyone carries peace. Some carry confusion. Some carry jealousy. Some carry heaviness that clings to your spirit. Guard your peace. Stay close to my word. Don't chase everything that looks appealing. Chase what carries my presence. Don't open every door that knocks. Ask me. I'll show you which doors I opened and which ones are traps. Watch your words too. Speak life even when you feel surrounded by loss. Speak my promises when pressure rises. Your words shape your path. Don't curse what I'm trying to bless. Don't declare defeat when I'm declaring victory. The enemy hears your words and tries to use them against you. So speak my truth. Speak it boldly. Speak it consistently, even when you don't feel it yet. That is faith. That's what unlocks miracles. You'll start noticing signs. Small shifts, little reminders, unexpected confirmations. They are not random, they are my fingerprints. I will send people to encourage you right when you need it. I will give you dreams. I will stir your heart at unexpected moments. These are not coincidences. That is me guiding you. Even in silence, I am near. And soon, a peace will come that you've never felt before. Not a peace that waits for storms to end, but a peace that holds you steady in the middle of them. People will wonder how you're still standing. You won't have words, because it won't be your strength. It will be mine. You will walk through fire and not be burned. You will stand in storms and not be shaken. Because I'm holding you up, don't fear what's ahead. I've gone before you. I've cleared the way. I've broken curses you didn't even know were there. I've canceled plans formed against you. I've released angels to guard you. You're not stepping into confusion. You're stepping into alignment. Your obedience is building a wall around you. Every time you choose faith over fear, the seal of protection tightens. Every time you trust me, another weapon formed against you breaks apart. You've asked me to fight for you. I have been. Now I'm asking you to believe like someone who knows I'm fighting. No more shrinking. No more doubting what I already promised. This is your moment of clarity. The darkness around you cannot overpower the light in you. Tragedy is not coming to destroy you. It's being revealed so you can prepare and stay covered. There are sudden shifts ahead. To stay steady, anchor yourself in me. If you cling to your own understanding, you will get overwhelmed. But if you root yourself in my voice, you will be like a tree planted by water, unshaken, alive, flourishing even in dry seasons. You will step into places you once thought were impossible. Comment 1717. If you believe God is directing your next steps, then hear this. The enemy has been trying to steal your clarity, not just your peace, but your vision. If he can blur what you see, he can twist what you believe. That's why confusion felt louder. That's why your thoughts felt cloudy. But I am clearing the fog. I'm exposing every lie. The lie that told you you're weak. The lie that whispered you were alone. The lie that said this is just how life will always be. The ones that whispered God doesn't care. The ones that tried to convince you that this is just how life will always be. No, those voices you hear are not from me. I only speak truth. I only speak life. And the word I have spoken over you has not changed, no matter what it seems like right now. You might wonder, what do brain surgeons or billionaires know that you don't? There is a simple 9-word money code, something that used to be kept only for the very rich and powerful. But now it is being shared with regular people just like you. And the results that people are seeing from it are truly amazing. Money coming in suddenly, debts being paid off, and years of stress disappearing. But I want to warn you, the government might take this secret away at any moment. So don't wait. Click the link in the description and the comments before this secret is gone forever. Now, hear the message I have for you today. You are stepping into a place where everything is coming together exactly as it should. Divine alignment. The pain you felt was not wasted. It was preparation. The long delays you experienced were training for what's coming. The silence you felt was part of the plan, a strategy I used. I have been working quietly on you because what you will soon carry cannot be built in noise and confusion. It had to be shaped and strengthened through hard times, through fire. You are not weak just because you have cried. You are not broken simply because you have had doubts. You are human, and being human means sometimes you struggle, but I am your strength. I never give up on the ones I have chosen, and you are one of them. The next part of your journey will need something different from you. You can't keep doing things the way you always have. You can't try to hide the pressure by distracting yourself. You can't keep acting like everything is fine when inside you are hurting. I need you to be honest with yourself and with me. I need your full surrender, your whole heart, not because I want to take anything away from you, but because I want to give you more than you have ever dreamed of. What lies ahead is too big to be handled with half-hearted effort or half obedience. I need your complete yes. You've been asking me to show you signs, to confirm that this is really from me. Well, here I am. I am telling you that you are not here by accident or chance. I see you. I know exactly what is trying to destroy your faith, and I will not let it win. But I need you to fight alongside me. Stop letting your emotions make your decisions for you. Your spirit must lead. The enemy plays with feelings, but I lead through truth. The truth is, you are standing on the edge of something new, something powerful and life-changing. Commente, men, if you hear this in your spirit. If you know deep inside that this message is meant for you, then know you are entering a time when things hidden will be revealed. I will expose what has been quietly working against you. I will show you who has been near you, but not truly for your good. I will uncover hidden motives, secret attacks, even family patterns that have been trying to repeat themselves through your life. Why will I do this? Because I want you to be completely free, not just partly free, not partly healed, but totally free. And sometimes freedom begins when I remove things from your life. So, do not be sad or mourn when I take things away. Instead, celebrate it. Trust that I see things you cannot see. When I take something, it is always to protect you. When I close a door, it is always to keep you safe. Listen carefully. Your faith is very powerful. It has real power. When you pray, things move. Even if you don't see it happening or don't feel it right now, your prayers have been holding back storms from your life. Your worship has confused the enemy's plans. Your steady faith has silenced accusations and lies coming from darkness. Never think that your faithfulness is wasted. Heaven moves when you speak faith. That is why I am encouraging you to keep praying, keep declaring the promises I've made, and keep believing in me. You are not wasting your breath. You are releasing authority that breaks chains and tears down barriers, even ones you didn't realize were holding you back. Very soon, there will be a moment where everything will make sense. You will look back at the tears and understand why they were necessary. You will look back at the delays and see how they were protecting you. You will look back at the doors that closed and thank me for every single one. But for now, I ask you to walk forward even though you cannot see what is coming next. This is the kind of obedience that brings breakthroughs. It says, God, I don't see the way yet, but I will follow you anyway. That kind of faith is very pleasing to me. Yes, there are real dangers ahead, but my protection is real too. Yes, the enemy has been making plans against you, but I have been preparing you. Nothing has surprised me, not the attacks, not the betrayals, not the storms you have been facing. I saw everything before it even started, and I have been holding you together while everything around you seemed to be falling apart. You thought you were just barely surviving, but what you didn't know is that you have been protected all along. You thought the silence meant I had left you, but really, the silence was where I was sheltering you from harm. You have not felt the full weight of the attacks against you because I have blocked them. You have not felt all the pain from what has been said because I have covered your heart. You did not fall apart under pressure because my hand was holding you up when you didn't have any strength left. The enemy knows he cannot destroy you directly, so he has tried to get you to destroy yourself. But I am stopping that plan now. I am pulling you out of the dark thoughts that have been strangling your spirit. You will not live in fear. You will not drown in sorrow. You will rise up. Comment 2-2 if you believe I will carry the weight that is too heavy for you. I see how tired you are, not just physically, but deep inside your soul. You have been trying to keep going, even though everything inside you wants to give up. You have smiled when your heart was breaking. You have been there for others while secretly asking, who will be there for me? And I want you to hear this right now. I have never left your side. I have never ignored your tears, and I will not let you fall now. My arms are still wide open. My grace is still enough for you. My strength is made perfect in your weakness. This is not a time to hide. This is not a time to pretend you are okay, Bring me the real you, the messy parts, the broken pieces, the confusion, the anger. I can handle it all. I don't only want your worship when it is neat and easy. I want your honesty when it is raw and real. I want to be the place where you hide, not your last choice. I want to be the one you run to, not the one you explain things to after you have already made your decision. I want to lead you before you choose, not after regret has come. Why is the government trying so hard to hide this 9-word prayer? Because a shocking leak from the FBI has revealed that this simple 9-word prayer is now helping everyday people erase their debts and bring in unstoppable wealth. Scientists who are experts in studies from Harvard have confirmed this at-home ritual can change financial stress into a life filled with luxury. Dream homes, new cars, fancy vacations. It's all possible. But this secret could be taken away at any moment. Click the link in the description and the comments before it disappears forever. There is so much I am about to pour into your life, so much that has been waiting for your heart to be ready and aligned with mine. Not because you did anything wrong or are unworthy, but because the blessing would have been too much if I gave it too soon. Some of what you call delays were actually divine pauses. I have been building your character, strengthening your determination, teaching your heart to carry more without breaking. Now the time for release is near, but I need your full surrender, your full commitment. You're not just halfway, not still doubting if you can trust me. I need your full yes. Comment 333 if you are ready with a yes that is complete and not conditional. Now, let me speak to the fear of failure you carry. I understand it well. You have seen doors open only to have them slam shut. You have trusted people who then turned away. You have hoped for breakthroughs that didn't come when you expected them, and now you hesitate. You keep your hope quiet because you don't want to be disappointed again, but I want you to hope loudly again. I want you to believe again, not because everything is perfect, but because I am still faithful. The timing did not cancel the promise. The silence did not erase the blessing. The wait was not a no. It was a not yet. You don't have to be afraid to try again. You don't have to be afraid to love again, to dream again, or to take the next step. I am with you, and if you fall, I will catch you. If you stumble, I will steady you. You are not alone. I walk with you, and I have already gone ahead of you. The traps the enemy set will not succeed. The lies he planted will not grow. The wounds he hoped would stay open will now heal. My light is revealing every hidden plan against you. I am also giving you the ability to see clearly. You have asked me to show you who is real and who is not, and I will. You have asked me for guidance, and I will give it. But be prepared for what I reveal. Some of it may hurt, but it will also set you free. I don't reveal things to shame you, but to protect you. I will not let your purpose be stopped by lies or deception. I love you too much to let that happen. That's why I am setting boundaries where you used to make exceptions. That's why I am closing chapters you were afraid to end. The next season of your life will be built on truth. No more lies, no more pretending, no more playing small just to keep others comfortable. No more going silent when I have called you to speak. This will be a season of clarity, freedom, and strength. But it will start with obedience, even when it is hard, even when it means letting go of things you thought you needed. Trust me when I say, what I have for you is always better. I never take away without giving something greater in return. I never ask you to give up something without replacing it with something better. Yes, the danger is still real. The problems have not gone away, but your understanding has grown. You are no longer walking blindly. Now you walk covered, prepared, and strengthened. This is the protection that comes with obedience. This is the peace that follows surrender. This is the power of staying close to me even when everything around you is shaking. You will not be swallowed by the storm. You will walk through it and come out stronger on the other side. The battle you have been in has not just been about where you are now. It has been about where I am leading you. That is why the pressure has grown. That is why the noise has become louder. That is why the spiritual attacks have not stopped, because what is ahead of you is so important. The enemy has tried everything to stop you from getting there. But he has failed. You are still here, still standing, still listening, still holding on, even if it is by just a small thread, and I am not letting go of you. I never have. Commente. Men, if you believe I am still holding you even now. There is a change coming to your environment, your atmosphere, but it will not happen by chance. It will come through faith, through focus, and through full surrender. I am calling you to live differently, to speak differently, and to protect your heart like never before. This is not a time to be casual with your faith. You cannot keep feeding your fears and wonder why your spirit feels dry. You cannot keep entertaining doubts and expect your mind to stay strong. What you allow into your space matters. Right now, I am telling you to protect what I have planted in you. There are people in your life who were never meant to be part of your journey. They have attached themselves to your blessings, but not to your growth. They cheered for you when you were useful to them, but were not there for you when you were vulnerable. I have seen the pain they caused you. I have heard the things they whispered behind your back, and I have watched you try to keep peace, even when it cost you your own joy. But now, I am speaking clearly. Let those people go. You do not need their approval anymore. You do not need to explain yourself to them. You do not need to carry the heavy weight of trying to hold relationships together that I have already ended for you. Comment 1:1. If you are ready to finally walk free from every person who was never truly sent by me, then you are stepping into a new season. In this season, peace will become your weapon. Not just the absence of conflict or trouble, but the deep presence of my spirit living inside you so strongly that nothing can shake your heart or your mind. It's the same spirit that calmed the storms on the sea. That same spirit will calm every storm that rages inside of you. I am not asking you to pretend to be strong or to fake it until you make it. No, I am giving you real strength, the kind of strength that comes from knowing I go before you to clear your path. I walk right beside you to support you, and I stand behind you to protect you. When you enter the next chapter of your life, you will not be empty or weak. You will come in filled with fresh oil, meaning you will be anointed and empowered. You will have new authority, and you will be more aware of my voice than ever before. You may wonder, is it really possible to attract money just by speaking some miraculous words? The answer is yes. This simple 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves that it absolutely works. People are using this from their couches and seeing unexpected money show up in their bank accounts. Debts are being wiped out and lives are being upgraded. It takes less than 30 seconds to do, but this secret won't stay online forever. You have to click the link in the description and comments now to get access before it is deleted forever. Don't let your past mistakes or long delays set the pace for your future. Just because it took a long time to get through the last hard season doesn't mean the next breakthrough will also take a long time. I have the power to change things in an instant. I can release blessings in just one breath. I can turn hearts around, open doors that seemed locked, and create paths where there were none before, because I am God and I am still moving in your life. But I need your faith to be stronger than your fear. I need your worship to be louder than your worries. I need your focus to be on me, not on everything happening around you. The tragedy the enemy planned was meant to break your spirit, to crush you, and to make you give up. But instead, that very pain and struggle will become the reason your spirit grows stronger than ever. I am turning what was meant for evil into a testimony of victory. I am changing your breakdown into a breakthrough. I am turning your pain into power, and your sorrow into a strategy for success. You are not going through all of this for nothing. Every tear you have cried has been counted by me. Every night you stayed awake, worrying or praying in the dark, I have seen it all. And now I am responding, not just with comfort, but with clear, divine instructions. Obedience will be your way out. The moment you say yes completely, and without holding anything back, you will see things start to change. You've been asking me to fix your situation, but now I am asking you to trust me enough to take the next step, even if you can't see the whole path. You don't need to see everything at once. You only need to obey the very next word, the very next move I give you. That single act of obedience will unlock the prayers and hopes you have been holding on to for so long. You've waited long enough. Now is the time to walk in what I have for you. There is a boldness rising up inside of you right now, and I placed it there. The days when you shrank back or hid who you really are over. The days when you apologized for the gifts and anointing I gave you are finished. You have been quiet to keep others comfortable, but now I am calling you to speak up. You have been walking small to avoid attention, but now I am calling you to lead. The world needs what I have placed inside you, and it will not stay hidden any longer. Your voice will bring healing to those who need it. Your presence will bring peace to troubled hearts. Your every step will carry purpose and meaning. You are not marked by your past mistakes or failures. You are marked by my power. You may feel unqualified, like you don't have what it takes. But I don't call the qualified, I qualify the called. And you are called, chosen, and set apart for a special purpose, even if no one else can see it yet. Even if people have doubted you, or tried to label you based on who you used to be, I see you clearly. I see the person you are becoming, and I will not let what others say drown out my plans for your life. Stay close to me. Keep your ear open to hear my voice. The louder the world gets, the softer I will speak, because I want you to come closer to me. And I promise you, what you find when you do will be more than enough for you. Don't wait until everything feels perfect or easy. Obedience isn't about comfort or ease. It is about trust. And right now, I am asking for your trust. The tragedy that was meant to break you was scheduled by the enemy, but your obedience will cancel it out. Your surrender will break the cycle that has held you back. Your full yes will change the atmosphere around you. This moment is yours. Don't let it slip away. Everything changes the moment you start to believe what I have already spoken over you. You are walking on holy ground right now, not because the place you are in is perfect, but because I am here with you. Every step you have taken lately has felt uncertain. Every choice has felt heavier than usual. That is not your imagination. That is spiritual weight. It happens when you stand on the edge of a big shift, a new beginning. And I am the one who allowed this weight to grow, not to crush you, but to prepare you. Because what you are about to carry, what you are about to walk into, cannot be taken lightly. You have been called to carry the fire of transformation. And carrying that fire is not easy or cheap. You don't need to keep asking yourself if you missed your chance. You have not. If you had, you wouldn't still feel me pulling you back, drawing you closer. I never give up on what I have given. I don't call people I have canceled. You are still called. You are still part of my plan, still purposed and included. Even with your flaws, your failures, your fears. You might think I am shocked or disappointed by your weakness, but I am not. I counted every struggle before I placed the calling on you, and I still chose you. I still said yes to you. Comment 777 if you believe I still have a plan for your life, even now. I see everything that has been trying to pull you away, the quiet doubts, the disappointments that drained your hope, the voices around you saying, maybe this is not for you. But I speak louder than all of that. I am still whispering truth to you in the middle of confusion. I am still speaking peace over the chaos, and I want you to hear this right now. Do not pull back. You are not disqualified. You are not too broken. You are not behind where you need to be. You are exactly where I want you to be, and I am still leading you forward. Some of you are waiting for a sign, a miracle, or a sudden change before you will believe again. But child, the fact that you are still here is the sign you have been waiting for. The fact that your heart hasn't completely hardened shows that I am still working in you. I have never stopped. Even when you couldn't feel me, I was healing things inside you that you didn't even have words to pray for. Even in your silence, I was defending you. Even in your frustration, I was protecting your future. I have heard you cry out, Lord, I don't understand what you are doing anymore, and that is okay. I never asked you to understand everything. I only asked you to trust me. You want clarity, but I want your trust. You want peace, but I want your surrender, and here is the truth. Once you surrender, peace will come. You are not at war with the world around you. You are fighting against what you refuse to let go of inside. But when you finally release it, when you truly say, "Not my will, Lord, but yours," the shift will begin. What if everything you have been taught about money is not true? There is a hidden 9-word prayer buried in a secret FBI report that is now helping thousands of people attract wealth without working hard. Scientists say it activates a part of your brain that is 150 million years old and controls abundance. Harvard-backed lab tests have proven it life-changing, but the government might take this secret away at any moment. You must click the link in the description and comments before it is gone forever. You are closer to the other side than you think. That pressure in your chest, that stirring that won't go away, it's not anxiety. It's your spirit recognizing that something inside you is breaking open. It is transition, and transition always comes with discomfort. It never feels clean or easy, but it is the path to transformation. You are being stretched because you are about to step into something bigger than your past. The new place I am preparing for you won't fit the old version of yourself. So let this stretch you, let it refine you, let it grow you into the person you are meant to be. Comment 999 if you are ready to let go of the old and step into what is new. This is not just about you. There are people assigned to your obedience, people whose lives will be changed because you chose to listen, to stay faithful, and to walk through the fire without turning back. You are not fighting only for yourself. You are breaking cycles for your whole family.